Have you ever sat alone on a Friday night while your phone stays silent, watching other men post photos with their groups, their parties, their endless social circles? And for a moment you wondered if you were doing something wrong. Here is what most men will never understand, and what the greatest minds in history understood instinctively. The lack of friends in your life is not a curse. It is a filter, not evidence of weakness, but a sign that you refuse to settle for shallow connections that drain your energy and dilute your purpose. Today I'm going to show you why walking alone might be the most powerful decision you ever make. Stay until the end, because the final insight will completely change how you see solitude. Albert Einstein once admitted that solitude was essential for his creativity. He needed silence, time, and space to think. Surrounded by noise, he would lose the clarity that made his genius possible. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, "A person who is at peace with themselves is never truly alone." Epictetus warned his students to guard their circle carefully, because the wrong company corrupts character faster than people realize. And Seneca said, "It is better to walk alone than to follow a crowd rushing toward emptiness." If history's greatest minds found strength in solitude, then perhaps your quiet path is not a flaw. It may be proof of your depth. Let's explore 6 powerful truths about what your lack of friends actually means. Insight 1. Depth does not thrive in shallow waters. Think about the last time you tried to talk about something meaningful with people who live only for gossip, sports scores, and weekend drinking plans. Your thoughts were too deep for their surface. I remember mentioning Stoic philosophy at a dinner once. The table went silent, and then someone laughed and said, "You're overthinking life. Just have fun." That moment felt isolating, but later I realized it was a sign. People who live on the surface will never understand those who think deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are deep, reflective, and intentional, shallow circles will never feel like home. Most men connect quickly because their relationships demand nothing from them. But if you crave honesty, loyalty, and genuine connection, you will naturally walk alone more often. Being rare means you can't be everywhere. Insight 2. Solitude is the training ground of self-mastery. Why do so many people fear being alone? Because the silence forces them to face their own minds. Most people avoid solitude not because they love others, but because they fear themselves. Their inner voice is chaotic, critical, and loud. They need constant noise to drown it out. But if you can sit with yourself, alone, without feeling like you're breaking, that is strength. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, the path of growth often looks strange to others. When you choose solitude over empty company, some people will call you antisocial. But you are training your mind. Every morning, I sit in silence for 30 minutes. No phone, no music, just a journal and my thoughts. In the beginning, my mind raced with anxiety, but over time it calmed. I learned to anchor peace within, not dependent on validation, not desperate for someone to message me. This is freedom. Someone who needs constant chatter to survive is weak. Someone who can stand in silence and feel whole is powerful. Solitude is not punishment, it is practice. Insight 3. Quality outweighs quantity every time. Picture 2 tables. One table has 20 men laughing loudly, sharing shallow moments they will forget tomorrow. The other table has 2 people talking with honesty, depth, and trust. Every word matters. Seneca wrote, "Associate with people who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you can make better." Friendship is not measured by numbers. It is measured by nourishment. I once had over 200 contacts. It looked impressive. But when my life fell apart, When I really needed someone, only 2 people showed up. And one of them I had known for less than a year. That's when I realized, a single loyal person is worth more than 100 acquaintances. If your life looks quiet right now, it is not emptiness. It is filtration. You refuse to sell your energy cheaply. You protect yourself from connections without roots. Your time is valuable. Guard it. Insight 4. The right people appear in the right season. Nature teaches patience. Flowers don't bloom in winter. Fruit doesn't ripen overnight. Yet we expect meaningful friendships to appear instantly. The Stoics warned against this. You cannot control who enters or leaves your life. You cannot force others to understand you or value you. But you can remain authentic. And when you do, your values act like a signal. If you dim your light to fit in, the people meant for you will never find you. But if you stand firm, even in solitude, the right people will eventually notice. I once spent years without much social life. People thought I was strange. But during that period, I met someone at a small philosophy meetup who shared my values. One deep conversation was worth years of surface-level interactions. The right people do not come when you are desperate. They come when you are ready. Insight 5. Loneliness is temporary, but compromise is permanent. Loneliness is uncomfortable, but betraying yourself to avoid it is far worse. When you compromise your values just to have people around, you don't gain a friend. You lose yourself. You start pretending, laughing at jokes you don't find funny, going places you don't care about, living as someone you are not. Marcus Aurelius said, "A man should fear never beginning to live." Settling for shallow friendships because you fear loneliness is not living. It is hiding. I would rather spend a year alone building my character than a decade surrounded by people who drain it. When you refuse to settle, you develop self-respect. You learn your own company is enough. And that confidence becomes magnetic. Strength attracts strength. Depth attracts depth. But you must walk alone first. Insight 6. Your solitude is building something powerful. While other men are distracted by constant social obligations, you are building something invisible, but real. You are building mental clarity, emotional resilience, discipline, purpose, and direction. This season of solitude is not empty. It is construction. You are becoming someone who does not need others to feel whole. And when the right people come into your life, they will not be rescuers. They will be companions. They will not drain you. They will match you. The lack of friends in your life is not proof that you are unworthy. It is proof that you refuse to shrink yourself to fit in. Your light is too strong for shallow crowds. Peace in solitude is better than chaos in company. So keep walking your path with dignity. Do not chase what does not nourish you. Do not mistake being surrounded for being fulfilled. It is far better to stand alone with truth than sit in a crowd built on lies. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to Stoic Path for Men. Like this video so more men can hear it. And comment, "I choose quality over quantity," to show you stayed until the end. Walk strong, brother.